Welcome back everyone! Today I have this Enji Door for you. So in case you don't know what that is, it's just a 4x4 which has these stairs in the corners. And if you flick the lever, they move in like this and create this kind of pattern. When you open the door, they move back into the corners. So it looks really nice and the animation is really cool. So yeah, it's not the smallest one, but it is however pretty fast, so it opens in just 0.65 seconds, which is pretty good I'd say. And yeah, so since it is fast, you barely see any pistons, which makes this pretty clean. Yeah, so I thought the star was pretty nice, so let's show you how to make this. Alright, so this is what you will need, so not a lot really. And this here is a trap chest, and these are your door blocks, so just 4 stairs and just 12 building blocks that can be moved. Alright, so the building area will be 3 blocks by 12 and 9 blocks tall. And we will start by placing in our door blocks. So we go up 3 from the bottom here, and this will be your floor level. And then we place 2 stairs right here, and then 4 blocks next to them, like this. 2 more stairs upside down, and 2 blocks on top. Alright, so for the piston layout, we will have sticky pistons going up, like so. So a piston under each block basically. And then just the same thing on top, just upside down. Alright, so on the sides here, we will have double extenders in the middle, like so. And a piston on top and a piston below. And now I just repeat the same thing here, like so. And that's our layout. So it should look like this. Okay, so let's start with the input, which will be these 4 blocks, like so. Dust in the middle, and then we have sticky pistons with redstone blocks on the sides, like so. Alright, then your lever can be on any of these blocks here. Alright, so let's start by powering these 4 pistons here. So on the left side we will have a slab right here, block here, and we go up with 2 slabs like so. 1 more block here, 1 block up like this, so diagonally up, slab here, and now we need a hopper to place here. An observer pointing this way. Now you can just place dust everywhere, and this will already power this piston here. And now we need a target block and a trap chest, which we place here, which powers these 2 pistons. And then for this one, we just use the trap chest here, and that redirects this dust so it points into it. Alright, so let's do it the same on this side. It just has some small differences. So 2 blocks like this, so no slab. And then we just continue like on the other side, like so. Up like this, 1 more slab here. Now we need the hopper, which we place right here. And then just a block right here. And now we place dust and our target block. Alright, so that powers these pistons here on the outside. And next we need to power these 2 pistons and these 2 pistons. Alright, so let's start with the bottom here. We will come to this side and place an observer pointing this way. Dust on top, target block, and then 2 blocks. A repeater in the middle, which is on 1 tick. And then a hopper below. Alright, so we use the target block here because the redstone block will redirect this, so this wouldn't even get powered. And then we use this here because we need an immovable block here, which is important for later. And then we also will use this for something else. Alright, so on the left side here, just any block, dust on top, target block here, 1 block with a repeater. And now we need some obsidian or just any immovable block which is solid. And this powers these 2 pistons. Alright, now on the top we will continue the dust line like so. Dust on top. And now we need a piston which faces down. Slab here. Repeater on top of the piston on 1 tick. Dust on the slab. And now we need some blocks which we will place in the ceiling. This block will actually be visible. And it has to be solid as well. Dust on top. And then just a block right here. Alright, now let's continue on this side here. It's almost the same, just we have an observer here with the dust. Piston going down, and now it's the same, so repeat on top, slab, your ceiling block, any block, and 2 dust. Alright, so this powers them, but they won't actually extend, because when they get powered, these are still moving the blocks here, so we need to update them at the correct timing to make them actually extend. Alright, so on the top, we will be using this hopper here. Goes into an observer, and then this repeater will update this piston, and this updates this piston, and they close. And now we need one more thing here, which is this hopper. So we have something immovable here. And we use the hopper because it's non-solid, so that this doesn't power again. Right, now on this side we can just use any immovable block. Right, now on the bottom, it's really easy. We just place this observer here. Let's update the piston. Alright, so let's test the closing. Should already work. Just like this. Alright, so let's fix this up and continue with the opening. Alright. So first thing we need to do is keep these back pistons here extended of the doubles. Well, I mean, they aren't really doubles because these pistons don't retract. But let's just call them that. So 3 blocks like this. So 1 block here, 1 up, and then 1 down again. Repeat on 3 ticks, and then a dust here. And that keeps them powered. And I will just repeat the same on this side. Repeat on 3 ticks, and then this dust. Right, so we actually already have the first 2 retractors. So these here unpower instantly, and then this here unpower 2 game ticks later from this repeater and this repeater. So all we need now is to power these pistons right here, so they can grab these stairs in the center. Alright, and we will power them through the wall blocks here. So these 2 blocks also need to be solid, and the way we will power them is with sliders. So pistons facing up on top of these raster blocks here, observers pointing inwards, and then we need 2 blocks here to fill the gap, and these have to be non-solid. So either use glass or slabs. Looks ugly, but yeah. I would just use glass because it looks the best, but just make sure it doesn't power anything. Because if it does, then you could be really unlucky. And this dust here powers this piston before this back piston here get powered. And then the door breaks. Alright, so this will do the first move on the opening, so let's test it. Just like this. Alright, so what's going on here? Basically, this powers at 2 game ticks, which is the same as this unpowers, but due to tile tick priority, this powers later in the tick. And then 1 game tick later, this will get pushed up by the slider here, and the pistons will retract. And it also is the perfect timing for the back pistons to retract those as well. Alright, so now all we need to do is power these pistons here in the corners, like so. And then we power these pistons here. And then at the end we retract the stairs here, like so. Alright, to power these, we will power this again here on this side. And to do this, we place a slab right here, dust on top, piston here, and an observer pointing into this, and that's it. Alright, now on this side, we will place 2 more observers here. 1 dust, 1 repeater, and 1 tick, like so. Observer this way, and then we need a load block here, and a repeater like this. And that powers these 2 pistons here. Now for those on the bottom, it's actually really easy. We just place a lamp here and here. So just below the target blocks, and then observers going in, like so. Alright, next up we need to power these pistons here again, which is also quite easy. Observers pointing down next to these blocks here. And we place rails on top, like so. And then a block below, and this powers the piston behind. And then here we go up and place a dust, like so. And here we go up and place a block. And that's also why we place this node block here, because this will just update this piston. Alright, so now we just need the final retraction, and this will be 0 ticked. So these 4 pistons here with the stairs. And for that we'll be using sliders, so let's set in the bottom here. 1 normal piston here, and 1 here. And now place a glass block here. Or really any movable block, these don't have to be transparent. 1 observer facing up. 2 blocks, 1 more observer going up. And 2 more blocks. This will push over, and then it gets pushed back to create a 0 tick. And to power the pistons, we also need these 2 blocks here in the floor. And of course, they need to be solid. Alright, so let's connect this piston up first. Really quite simple. Let's place 1 node block here. Gets powered by this when it retracts. And then 1 more observer, which powers that one, and then 1 block here. Alright, now to push this back, we need a little trick. And that is this sticky piston and this redstone block here. And we need this because this will add 1 block event. And this is where we actually get the 0 tick. Because if you would just power this directly, then most likely it wouldn't 0 tick. Or it would be locational at best. So yeah, we just use this instead. Alright, now to power this, we branch off from this hopper here. 2 observers like so. 1 node block here, and 1 more observer here. Alright, now on the top, 1 piston here, so 1 move to the left where this is, and 1 piston here, so where the chest is. Observer pointing down, 2 blocks, observer pointing down, then your ceiling blocks, which need to be solid. Now to power this, we will use this, which we placed earlier. Just place 2 observers and a block. And right here, we use the same thing we use in the bottom, basically. So we use this sticky piston here, redstone block here, and to power it, we use this block. And that should be it. Alright, so let's test it. Closing looks good. And the opening also works. Alright, so we can fill in the door frame now, like so. We can test it again, but it should work. Closes and opens. Alright, so as always, with these types of inputs, don't redirect the dust. So don't do this, because then this wouldn't power. But yeah, this is a rather simple door for today, but I still think it's nice because it looks cool and it's not too big and rather fast as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.